everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of Cake Pops and Coffee with Javi. Today's gonna be a really fun episode. For those of you that don't know and should know, I'm from Miami, Florida, which means I love Pitbull,
Mr. Worldwide.
I love the beach, I love Cuban food, and I love Cuban coffee. Which is why the second that I got to LA, I told my mother to send me a Cuban coffee maker, aka a cafetera. I don't know how a human can live without a cafetera or Cuban coffee because this thing works magic. If you need to wake up, Cuban coffee. If you have a ton of homework and need to stay up all night and do all your homework, Cuban coffee. If you need to be peppy at work and have so much fun and talk to people and make Cuban contact, Cuban coffee. I can't imagine life without my cafetera. It's like, this thing is amazing. Anyways, so today on this Cake Pops and Coffee with Javi episode, I wanted to teach you guys how to make Cuban coffee in your house, in your apartment, at the park, in your dorm room, which is where I am right now. So I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it so that you guys can make your own Cuban coffee and live a better life. Let's get to it. Making Cuban coffee really isn't that hard. All you're gonna need is your cafetera, your café bustelo, and sugar. What you're also gonna need is this little cup thingy, or you can use like anything really, like a measuring cup or anything like that. I have this because it came with my cafetera in the mail. And you also are gonna need a spoon. Warning, when you have your first encounter with your cafetera, you might be slightly overwhelmed because there's so many different parts. First, you have this top thingy that you screw off. It's kind of confusing. I don't really know how it works, but this thing comes off. And then you're gonna have this other little thing that kind of looks like a filter thingamabobby thing, which I don't even know what it does either. And then you have the base, which is where your water goes. And then also, if you're doing it from a dorm and you don't have a stove like me, you're gonna be using this little machine thingy down here. I don't really know how it works, but it makes my coffee. So the very first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put water into the base of your cafetera. And you're gonna fill it up all the way to the screwdriver that you see right over here. So fill up that cafetera base all the way to that screwdriver and you are ready to go. Once you're done, you're gonna go ahead and take out the little filter thingy that I showed you guys earlier. And you're gonna go ahead and grab your café bustelo and you're gonna put some café bustelo in here. I'll show you. You're gonna fill it up all the way to the tippity top and you're gonna pat it on there just to get it perfectly on the edge, beautifully. Look at that, yes. Now next what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and seal your cafetera. You already have the water in here, you have the café bustelo powder in there, and now you're gonna seal it off and gonna be one step closer to taking a sip out of some Cuban coffee from your Cuban cafetera, baby. So once you've really tightened that in there really well, you're gonna go ahead and turn on that stove or little piece thingy when you don't have a stove. And while the coffee's brewing, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my azúcar. And I'm gonna go stick my sugar in my little cup over here. And because I'm only one person having coffee, I'm only gonna put 3 tablespoons of sugar in, which I know seems like a lot, but that's the whole point. I wanna be awake and I wanna, you know, stay up late tonight because I got a lot of homework to do. So I'm gonna grab the sugar and I'm gonna stick 3 tablespoons in. 1, 2, 3. And 1 for good luck. So now that you have your sugar ready, all you have to do is wait for the coffee to come out of the top over here. And once you see that coffee coming out, you need to run to your cafetera and stick a little drip or 2 drops or 3 drops into your little cup over here with your sugar. And then you're gonna mix it to make the espumita that makes the Cuban coffee delish. And if you don't know how to make espumita, if you don't get the espumita right, your coffee is gonna suck. So, let's watch. It's taking a while. Hi, Dios mío, the coffee's done. Now you're gonna go and put a drop or 2 drops into your little cup. I put a lot more than drops. but that's okay. Now while the coffee fills to the top over here, you're gonna go ahead and mix the coffee that you put in here with the sugar. And with this, you're gonna make your espumita. That is some good espumita, mira que rico. Ay. That is some good espumita. And now we're almost done. All you have to do now is pour the remainder of the coffee that's in here into your little cup. And now, you gotta go ahead and mix that sugar that's in there, that espumita, with the coffee really nicely. And here you have it, Cuban coffee. And now that you've worked, And now that you've worked to make your Cuban coffee, it's time to enjoy it. Side note, you probably wanna drink only like one shot of it. It is really strong. I'm used to it. I've been drinking it all my life, so I drink 3 shots, which isn't good for you. But 1 is good for you. Not really, but it's good for the soul. That coffee was riquísimo. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you all so much for tuning into this Cake Pops and Coffee with Javi episode. Make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all the social medias. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a marvelous, fabulous, terrific rest of your week. Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa centro, pa dentro.